Just to clarify, that was actually a CSX diesel locomotive, 400,000 pounds. We checked the weight on those, and that is what actually came off the tracks here and crashed into that garage here in the backyard of this home at 35th and Seneca Streets. Still some restoration work going on back there, and they cleaned up all that diesel fuel. Quite a surprising sight for a lot of people early this morning.
I ran up and I said, I got to leave. So the train just ran through my garage. Hey, you're putting me out. I go, Mike, I'm leaving.
The most unusual start to a Monday morning for Dean Harris after a message from his wife and internet shots of this CSX diesel freight locomotive after it rammed into their garage behind his home at the intersection of Seneca and 35th Streets in Niagara Falls. While there were no injuries, Harris's wife and brother-in-law were in the home at the time and at first thought there was a traffic accident. But then...
My wife has a room in the back of the house. She opened up the curtains, and all you can see is the top of the engine and the whole roof laying in our patio.
Their garage was destroyed and had a car and motorcycle in there at the time. Niagara Falls Fire Chief Gary Pachotko says while the incident is still under investigation, it is believed the brakes failed on the remotely operated locomotive, which is from the CSX rail yard behind this neighborhood. Was there a bumper there at the end of the track?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so there was something to stop.
Yeah, and big gravel berms they had there too. They left from the last time it happened. So there was some type of buffer there, but you know, the brakes failed. I heard the brakes failed on the train. That's about all I know. That's all I've heard.
The fire chief says 1,500 gallons of diesel fuel spilled as the train engine's tank split, and CSX and cleanup crews responded along with the Niagara Falls Fire Department and the City Water Board to either vacuum it up or flush it down storm sewers. And we wanted to point out that Dean Harris said the last time this happened, yeah, this happened back in the early 1990s when, from what we understand, his wife's grandparents lived in this home. The damage was not quite as bad back then, but still, they had to deal with it. And again, there's like a bumper track right there that's supposed to stop the train from hitting the house. Anyway, okay, we understand that Mr. Harris will be fully covered by CSX, and we hope that's the case because he seems to be a really nice guy. Scott and Mary Alice, back to you. Ron Plants reporting live on your side from Niagara Falls.